Okay, hello everyone. Let's see who is here. K West, welcome in. All right, K West and Bonnie and Pam, welcome on in. We are here to follow the hearing today. We will go with video whenever the video feed arrives in 15-20 minutes. But we're just going to say hello to everyone. I'll kind of monitor the chat halfway. Unless it starts popping, then I'll monitor it fully. Let's see, I want to say, basting a chicken. Sounds good. All right. Yeah, so we have Mr. Baldwin here filing a memorandum to the court begging not to be thrown into the dumpster and possibly disbarred, but we'll check that out. Hope everyone had a good night. I did, and a good day. It was a nice chat last night for anyone who made it. Thanks for coming over, and it was nice to see everyone back in the chat. Carol, welcome in. I've been seeing you say hi, Carol, and thank you for those greetings. I don't always reply. I apologize for that, but what's up, Carol? Are we excited about today? The little one is fine. Thanks, Bonnie, for asking. He's headed out to nap time. Big old nap time, perfectly on time. Yes, exactly, Carol. Same stuff, different day. I mean, only getting worse day by day. But hey, hopefully we'll smoke the rats out of their holes. This may be the first step. 7:17 p.m., Captain Underpants. Welcome in. I'm glad you've got your underpants with you. Yeah, Delphi is definitely located in the dead heart of the Twilight Zone, if you hadn't already noticed. I apologize for that. Apparently my screen share is wanting to be complicated now. Obviously, I have Instagram. All right, let's see. Okay, you're not going to work. I see. Well, let me get this running again. Let's get it going. Every time I think it's fine, it's not. Okay, I think we're back to functioning. Possibly. All right. Okay, I'm going to give up on this. Hold on just a moment. I'll just leave it like this and talk. How about that? Welcome in, Sassy. Watch your mouth. You going to Delphi as a Christmas present? Wow. Interesting. Interesting present. So the goal here is for me to monitor my people on the ground and give you real-time updates, but I have to get my little iPad to cooperate. So this will be a work in progress. We'll see if I can get my screen share together. I'm really not stressing about this at the moment because we'll be able to watch momentarily, and that's what I really care about. This is more of a time to discuss with the chat while we wait for the cameras. I don't know, Captain Underpants. I think Alan has ties, in my opinion, likely, hypothetically, that he has ties to the precursor smurfing of pseudoephedrine for manufacturing of methamphetamine. It's my opinion. And it's a theory. I think that's his connection. But could be wrong, could be right. It is very well known that CVS had an epidemic of the dysregulation of pseudoephedrine and not complying with federal guidelines. It's very loosely controlled. Allen was in a perfect position to take advantage of that, and that would tie him directly to the parties who I feel may be responsible. So let me see what I can do about this screen share problem, and yeah, and hopefully I'll work it out. Okay, if everyone can hear me, I'll just keep talking while I work on this. Let's read the memorandum. It's not going to share the screen for me, unfortunately, at the moment, but let's read it. Memorandum regarding possible disqualification or sanctions. This is where you beg for mercy. Any issues or concerns regarding representation should be focused on the Sixth Amendment and Article 1, Section 13 of the rights of the accused. Continuity of counsel is critical for adequate representation. Well, you would think so, Baldwin. Article 1, Section 12 of the Indiana Constitution must all be given consideration. Well, absolutely, and the U.S. Constitution. Mr. Allen has developed a strong and trusting bond with Mr. Baldwin. No shit. Disqualification of either his court-appointed attorneys would greatly prejudice his right to counsel in a timely trial. Yes, it would, so he should probably go home on a monitor and wait the next year or two while you guys work this shit out. In my humble opinion. Sixth Amendment guarantees that in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Yes, of course. It's the U.S. Constitution, Amendment 6. The right of counsel of choice has been described as an essential component of the Sixth Amendment right to counsel. Yep. Baldwin continues, the authority to remove appointed counsel is limited and has resulted in reversals in other jurisdictions. Of course, that's why you should not have. Yeah. Then a bunch of case we have a bunch of cases listed. And I'll skip that section. He says, disqualification of counsel is an extreme remedy for any alleged or perceived violation of a court's order. Most, if not all, cases concerning disqualification of counsel involve conflicts of interest. Yes. There is no case allowing disqualification when an individual not part of the attorney's office or staff surreptitiously purloins information from the attorney and disseminates it without permission or the attorney's knowledge. Yes, Baldwin, but how did this individual gain those photos is the question, Baldwin. Furthermore, any sanction requires first requires proof of knowing, willful or intentional conduct, as do the rules of professional conduct. Here, the attorney's trust and office were violated without his knowledge. Yes, but it was your job. Rule 1.6 IRPC requires disclosure by an attorney, not someone that purloined information without the attorney's knowledge. Commentary 16 to that rule states, a lawyer must act competently to safeguard information relating to the representation of a client against inadvertent or unauthorized disclosure by the lawyer or other persons who are participating in the representation of the client or who are subject to the lawyer's supervision. Yes, Baldwin, but you must act competently to safeguard the information. This is the point. And in the covering of one's ass, Baldwin says, Attorney Baldwin did nothing wrong. He was snookered and abused. Is that language for a legal document? I'll skip some. The issue before the court is a horrible tragedy. Yes, it is. Created by persons not related to the defense of Mr. Allen. Correct. You mean the YouTubers and the dead guy. There were 3 disseminators of information, one of which committed suicide after the law enforcement investigation began. Yes, he did. So who are the other 2? It should be considered that nothing has been disclosed that won't be disclosed at trial or hearings. It should be considered that there have been volumes of information disseminated by law enforcement and or others, not at all linked to the defense team. Mr. Baldwin trusted a friend to respect his office space. Well, that's his problem. See, Mr. Baldwin, your Responsible custodianship of records means you don't trust people to do anything. You safeguard the information. He was betrayed. Since that transgression, Mr. Baldwin has kept all Delphi-related items locked in a room or locked fireproof file cabinet. It should have been done before. Furthermore, excuse me, can't speak today. Defense counsel has put together a plan for curative action in which no items will be left unattended for even a second in any unlocked room. Yes, this should have been going on first. Okay, when any documents or item from the case is needed for preparing the case, the person using the documents or items will either lock the door behind them when they leave, even for lunch or bathroom break, or return those documents or items to the room dedicated to the Delphi case and lock the door. As Mr. Rossi indicated, there are vast amounts of trial preparation materials, of course, we have heard, and it would be a setback to the defense to have to relocate them. No, it's not our problem. Under these circumstances, Mr. Baldwin has taken sufficient curative action. Yes, but the damage is done, bro. Should the court believe that there should be some sanction, the court could order to 24 hours of representation without compensation. Well, let's read that again. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I can't even, the sentence is not very clear to me. But anyway, submitted by Hennessy, the attorney for Baldwin. 9335, Premonitory Circle, Indianapolis, Indiana, 46236, 317-636-6160. Hen at indylawforall.com. You guys be aware that's how you contact the attorney for Mr. Baldwin, David R. Hennessy. Yes, so that's my quick run through of that memorandum. Basically, like, don't be mad at us. We're going to do better. K West, thank you for the compliment. Got to throw that one up on the screen. It's an honor, K West. It's an honor. Unfortunately, have to do this, but hey, at least you get the frustration. Hey, what's up, Mr. Cruz? Mr. Cruz Noe in the house. Okay, Sassy in the house. For a baby daddy. For a baby daddy scooting up next to Sassy over here. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell by my voice. I'm pretty salty about the whole thing. I'm salty, very, very salty. You got a dead guy. You got some YouTubers. You got a dead guy and some YouTubers. Let me repeat that. You got a dead guy and some YouTubers. This is serious. Nancy says, watching, waiting, and working. This never ends. Nope. It's just constantly gets worse. But maybe we're exposing all the rats. So, hey, Baldwin, are you a rat? Just a rhetorical question there. You can find more about the gentleman who is deceased on my backup channel, The Prof True Crime. I made a video. It has a very flattering photo of him on the cover of the video. And it's a segment of Miss Julie Melvin describing her knowledge of the gentleman at the time and details about him. I don't want to name him, but everyone knows all the parties involved, and therefore his name is known. But apparently, he took his own life after being contacted by investigators. Um, I assume that he probably feared uh, not being able to feed his children, the loss of his job, of his illustrious military position, possible dishonorable discharge. There would be many reasons for this gentleman to be extremely upset about being contacted by investigators regarding something like this. And I'm extremely upset because unfortunately it appears that he took his own life. And we got some YouTubers all caught up in the trifecta. And so I am furious. And hopefully Judge Gull is feeling the same. Uh, Very unfortunate. He leaves behind children and a family, you know, very, very unfortunate. 41 years old, okay? Younger than me. 41 years old. Absolute devastating tragedy. And also for the memory of Abby and Libby, and also for the potential trial of Richard Allen. Just all the way around, the worst situation. And we have YouTubers laughing about it. Yes, we have YouTubers involved laughing about it. And I'm not very happy about that either. Okay, we got some recess here. It says that Judge Fran Gull says Delphi suspect Richard Allen's defense attorneys have withdrawn. Okay, Richard Allen's defense attorneys have withdrawn. The hearing today went to recess 2 minutes after it started. Okay, so we're already at recess. Okay, Allen is being transported back to jail. People are going home. Um, well, it appears that that was a quick one. So basically, they went in and withdrew. And are we going home now? Is everyone going home? Is that what I'm getting? I'm monitoring the updated news. That's what we're getting. They withdrew, and and the hearing went to recess. It was a 2 minute hearing. So now we have, wow, it's the worst you could imagine for this case against Mr. Allen. And so now we got a dead guy. We got this guy who's been locked up in deplorable conditions for a year, has deteriorated, and I do believe is in fear for him and his family's life. And I also believe he may be involved in this. And so now he's out there and up shit creek without a paddle for the moment. Uh, his attorneys, who would know more than anything else, and anyone else, they're gone. There's more evidence than you can shake a stick at. In discovery, I mean. Let me correct that. Boy, that was a faux pas. There is more discovery than one can shake a stick at, but not evidence. There's a lack of evidence, is what there is. But there's more discovery than one can stake a shit. I can't talk today. Stake a shit, a shtick. Can we stake a shtick? Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's fucking it's difficult. It's difficult. You know, it's very frustrating for anyone passionate about this. Uh, but now, without representation, Alan gets to go back to his dungeon to be intimidated, abused, and uh, and locked away until some other incompetent attorneys come on in to pinch hit and take the mountain of discovery and try to make light or try to shed the light of day on it. Um, it looks like it's crumbling as we speak, and I'm very much an optimist, um, but one cannot help but be pessimistic in a moment like this and on a day like this in this situation. Yeah, you can't fire me. I quit. Miracle Hearts, nail on the head there. You can't fire me. I quit. I am hoping that he looked better. I think he looks a little better, possibly. Uh, I don't know though. I don't know. Uh, what we'll do, I'm going to jump around and try to see if Fox 59 has started a video feed yet, so we can watch all 2 minutes. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Are we going to get a video? Okay, I'm not seeing the feed up, even though it's a 2 minute feed. I know we're hungry to watch it. I don't see it up yet, so we'll keep watching. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame, Bonnie. The whole thing's a shame because we have all of this that has transpired, and we have our victims. Frenchie 6290, you did fix your issue because you're back with your wrench, brother. Frenchie, I said yesterday, come on to Discord. It's the same as the chat, except on a slower scale. We leisurely communicate, throw around ideas, and hang out. It's a low pressure situation. Dirty Delphi strikes again, says Aaron Town. Welcome in, Aaron. Good to see you again. You say that the power play is unreal. Yes. Yes, it's just unreal. Unreal. A dead guy and a couple YouTubers. Not this one. Remember that. Not this one. I'm on Discord, but not proficient. Yes, me either. But I'll send you a message. I'll try to send you a message in there. Or an invite. That's what you'll have to do. You'll have to go into the invite, because I don't think you're in my server, Mr. French. I mean, I'll say it in the funny way that, I mean, Baldwin screwed the pooch. He screwed the pooch. Let's see if I can get you some audio real quick. See if I can get you a small clip of some audio. Yes, French, the attorneys just quit. They withdrew. So it was a 2-minute hearing.
All right, now to our other big story today. The man charged in the Delphi murders case will be back in the courtroom in about 2 hours from now. Richard Allen is set to face a judge inside an Allen County courtroom this afternoon. He has been accused of killing Abby Williams and Libby German in February of 2017. And this case has really captured the attention of the entire world. Our Samantha Johnson and Emily Longnecker are both covering today's hearing. Sam, let's start with you. You've been there all morning. What are you learning?
Well, Dustin, we actually have some new information we want to tell you about. We saw this morning there were new documents filed in this case, including a document that was talking about possible disqualifications or sanctions in this case. There was another document that was filed by another attorney for an appearance for Richard Allen. Now, we are still working to get these documents. Again, this is new information to us just now. So as soon as we get that information, we'll have that for you here on 13 News. But this all comes as we are now just 2 hours away from the start of this hearing. I've been here at the courthouse since about 4:30 this morning, so I want to walk you through what we've seen and what we know right now. So as far as what we've seen, this entrance here behind us, this is the east entrance where everyone has been instructed to come in today. Now, typically for these previous hearings, we would have seen a line of people waiting to get in the door. We have not seen that here today. I've been inside. There are only a handful of folks there. We typically also see family members for Abby and Libby and Richard Allen. We have not seen them yet either. Of course, we've still got about 2 more hours until that hearing starts. As for what we know, there are a few reasons why today's hearing will be a little bit different. First, we are in Allen County. All the previous hearings where we have seen Richard Allen, those have been in Carroll County. Now, of course, that's where we know the crime was committed. But as a reminder, the special judge in this case, Judge Frances Gull, she is from here in Allen County. So she called this hearing about a week ago, asking both sides to clear their schedule and to be here in person for this hearing. Another reason why it'll look a little different, this is the first time the judge in this case is allowing us to bring our cameras inside the courtroom. That means you will be able to watch everything unfold coming up this afternoon at 2:30 here on 13 News. Now, we know there has been a lot of information, new developments since the last time we saw Richard Allen. I want to bring in Emily Longnecker because there has been hundreds of pages of documents. And the big question today is why we're really here, because the judge has not shared a lot of information.
Yes, and look, we don't know really
Right.
what this hearing is about. We know that Judge Gall issued that order last week, as you said, asking all the parties to appear in her courtroom here in Allen County. And that order said that they could discuss a possible hearing that's set for the 31st of this month, or discuss, quote, other issues that have arisen. Now, multiple sources tell 13 Investigates that the court is aware of possible leaks of alleged crime scene photos. There are other outstanding issues that could be discussed today. We know the defense has asked that evidence from Allen's home that was taken last October be thrown out. The defense has also asked for a Franks hearing, and that's basically asking the judge to consider throwing out the search warrant. The defense alleges that the state lied and omitted evidence to even get that search warrant in the first place. Judge Gall has not ruled on that request yet. The state has also asked for Allen's medical and mental health records from the DOC, anticipating that Allen's mental health could be raised by the defense at some point. So that is kind of a preemptive move on the part of the state. Again, Judge Gall has not ruled on that. But the big question, Sam, is whatever happens in that courtroom today, could it impact the trial date that is set at this point right now for January 8th of next year? We don't know.
That's right. And we will find out what happens in just about 2 hours. Our Bob Siegel is inside. He is standing outside the courtroom, which
Absolutely
opens
will.
officially at 1 o'clock. I'm also going to make my way back inside.
Yep.
You're going to have another update for us at 12:30 as we continue to work on getting those new documents for you. And of course, that hearing right here on 13 News coming up at 2:30. So Dustin, that's the latest from here in Fort Wayne. Of course, as we learn more, we'll send it back to you guys and update you throughout the day.
All right, Emily and Sam, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you later this afternoon. This is not only just a heartbreaking case, obviously, but it is becoming a very complicated one. It is one we have been covering from the very start more than 6 years ago. To find complete coverage, just scan the QR code on your screen, and that'll take you to our website, WTHR.com/Delphi. You can continue all of your viewing and education on this issue. Get caught up to date right there.
Okay, I'd like to thank WTHR for providing that and allowing me to share it on my channel with all of the audience that is so interested in this case. So thank you, WTHR.com. Frenchie says, I still believe that the ritual is a cover for the actual motive. Yeah, I believe that, Frenchie, but I think as time is going by, I'm believing it. I'm starting to be more open to both possibilities because, before I was not open to that possibility, but as time is going by, I'm definitely opening up a little to that possibility, but I think you're right. Sassy's nuts. You say, I'm not canceling my therapy. Gonna have a lot to talk about. Yep, you will. Just let it all out. Crazy. All right. Aaron says, I wonder what, if anything, this says about Judge Gull. It looks really bad to me. Yeah, it looks bad. I mean, I think it's horrible. Yeah, I mean, Richard Allen was already in a position where it appeared that his constitutional rights are being violated, and at this point, it's looking way bad. And keep in mind that I still believe he may have had something to do with this crime, including kidnapping the girls and potentially having involvement uh, with the community through his position at CVS into some illicit activities. But to be fair and to call it like I see it, I don't like the deterioration in his health. I think it's extreme, the measure that have been taken with him, including the shock vest and the potential intimidation by the guards using their patches. I mean, this thing is devastating. Put yourself in a position, let's say, okay, hypothetically, you're completely innocent, hypothetically. So just you and I, like we sit here today, imagine being arrested and brought into this situation, and you're a year in, okay, a year of your life you'll never get back, with all the anxiety and trauma that comes with that, and being locked up like an animal. And imagine you are innocent. How is this fair treatment of an American civilian who has not been convicted of a crime? This has gone on far too long, and it's going to go further now. And now his entire defense has withdrawn, so he will have to be the recipient of a new defense. And it's been alleged that there's an extreme amount of discovery, and so that will be a huge mountain to climb for this team, and which will mean a longer period of time until trial, if there ever is trial. Discord wants me to verify my ID with the mobile phone number, and they'll send me a text. I don't have a phone because I'm hearing impaired. It wants you to confirm your account with a mobile number. I'll come into Discord and check on you, Frenchie. Bonnie, what do you mean all the promises and he hasn't been on a live in over a month? Who are we talking about? Yeah, fur baby daddy, it's beyond effed up. I mean, just put yourself in his shoes. Remembering one is innocent until proven guilty, and yes, he has been charged. So it is alleged that he has participated in this crime, but I mean, imagine it's you and the allegations are against you, and you have a family and a house and a life, and I don't think you'd like it. Frenchie said he's being screwed. Look, if he was guilty, okay, if he's completely guilty, yeah, I don't give a shit. If he's completely guilty, he's guilty. But should he be innocent, and should it be you and you be innocent, it's extremely unfair. And you would not wish it on anyone. The only one who deserves that is a guilty person. So let's just say that hopefully they will prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, because you would never want an innocent person to go through even the past year that he's had to sit through, especially should it be you. I wonder if the leaks were deliberate to remove the excellent lawyers from RA's defense. Yeah, I wonder. I mean, I wonder what is the truth behind this whole situation. We've done an investigation as a small team. We have come to conclusions. We were hoping that maybe details would arise today. Perhaps the withdrawal was to keep details from arising. She may have had to verbalize if she was forced to remove them. She may have had to provide the reasons, and that may have exposed what really happened, and maybe they're trying to hide what really happened. But we've done our our independent investigation internally, and we believe we have an understanding of what transpired. And the primary leaker definitely had a motivation. Okay, so we are finding, or we have found, that there was a motivation at work. It wasn't just willy-nilly. So there was an objective in the leak, and that's all I'll say about that. There was an objective, and the YouTubers took advantage of it. So the YouTubers were being used by the leaker, and they went ahead and allowed that, and took advantage of it, and here we are. And someone is dead. Okay, I'm doing some checking on, excuse me, doing some checking. Let's check Twitter, see if there's any news. I mean, other than the Washington, D.C. right now. I'm sure you're aware of what's going on there. All right, let's see. So new counsel must be appointed for Allen. Okay, that's where we are. We're waiting on. We will be waiting on new counsel. Um, we're gonna try to listen to the hearing. Let's try to pull it up. Um, Angela Ganot is reporting that the Richard Allen hearing lasted only 3 minutes, so we go from 2 to 3. The defense counsel resigns. Watch Fox 59 now, which is what we're going to do. We're heading over to Fox 59, my preferred outlet. Let's get over there. Okay, looks like we do have the audio video, so give me a moment, I'll try to share.
Heard in
Monroe County Circuit Court's now in session. Elmo Frangal presiding.
Thank you. You may be seated. We on? All right, we are on the record in State of Indiana versus Richard Allen, 08C01 2210 MR1. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. McClellan, Mr. Luttrell, for your patience. We've had an unexpected turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier this afternoon, the defense attorneys have withdrawn their representation of Mr. Allen. Mr. Baldwin made an oral motion to withdraw. I granted that oral motion to withdraw, and Mr. Rosie will be submitting a written motion to withdraw, I'm assuming within the next couple of days. They have confirmed with the court that Mr. Allen's financial situation remains static, meaning he is continuing to be entitled to appointed counsel. I will reach out to public defenders to make that appointment. As Mr. Allen is now without counsel, I've ordered him transported back to the Department of Correction. Mr. McClellan, I know that we have already scheduled a hearing in the Carroll Circuit Court October 31st at 9 a.m. I'd like to maintain that hearing if we can, please. Yes, I think at that point we can have counsel appointed. I'd like to set a new trial date. Obviously, I don't believe counsel will be prepared within the next couple of months to try a case of this magnitude in January. So we'll set dates for the trial. I think we need to set a date as well for the suppression hearing that was filed now by former counsel. I have asked the attorneys to provide all of the discovery previously provided back to the state of Indiana. I know I entered a protective order on the discovery, and honestly, I don't remember when that was. I think it was in April of this year, perhaps, maybe sooner. But the attorneys have been ordered to provide all of that discovery back to the state. And if you would maintain that until such time as it can be turned over to successor counsel, I would appreciate that, Mr. McClellan.
Yes, Your
I've also asked the defense attorneys to cooperate with successor counsel. They're not required to do that, but I think that they will in the best interests of Mr. Allen. They're not required to provide any of their work product, but they will be required and have indicated that they will cooperate with successor counsel. So obviously, without counsel, Mr. Allen's hearing cannot proceed. I apologize that I know many of you have been waiting for several hours. I know, Mr. McClellan, you and your staff, and you had some witnesses here that came earlier to have the hearing, but clearly this is outside of our control. So is there anything, Mr. McClellan, that you'd like to state for the record?
No, Your Honor, I think we can address the other issues at the October 31st court date.
All right. With that being said, then, we are in recess. Thank you. I'll see you in October.
All rise.
And that was it. I would like to thank Fox59.com for that excellent footage. Their camera and audio was perfectly operating, and I would like to thank them at this point for our viewers having the opportunity to see that and hear it firsthand. I think it's important for public confidence in the system that we have complete transparency at hearings and so and trial. So thank you, Fox59.com. All right. Crazy. Yeah, wasn't it? And she doesn't look happy though. She really does not look too happy about it. I think that Slicky Nicky, looks happy about it. He kind of looked happy to me. Thinks Slick Nick's pretty happy with this one. Uh, Forgive me if my gut is wrong though. Yeah, speaking of leakers, okay. So what do we know? What do we know about what transpired? Well, I know what we know. So I guess I should say, what do you know in the chat? What do you know about what transpired? And realize that when I say we know, it means that there are substantial receipts to lead us to conclude what we conclude we know. So based on receipts, we have a feeling of what transpired, and it's not. There's nothing good about it any way around. There are no benefits to it. It was not worth what happened, and now we have a gentleman of 41 years old with kids and a family who is deceased. Another body following this case, and if you follow closely, you should realize that there appear to be many bodies following this case, not just the two initial victims. Well, Ruckus is live, so at least all the trolls are leaving us alone. They're all in his chat, so thank goodness for that. Thanks, Ruckus. Yep, trolls be gone, or stay where you are, I should say. Enjoy it in Ruckus's chat. You have the run of the place, just like Snay's. Enjoy that. I don't want you here, so thanks for. We're all staying in our lane today, and I love that. That's how it should be. But you go on to fox59.com and take a look at your screen, and you can watch that yourself. Fox59.com. Fur Baby Daddy says, I can't hear much, went out and back in. Oh, sorry, Fur Baby Daddy. I wasn't saying much, but the video was what I was focusing on. I wanted to see and hear for myself. Bonnie says, I don't think RA's counsel quit because they think he's guilty. No, they quit because they allowed the leak of crime scene photos from evidence or discovery, which they should not have allowed. And therefore, they are obligated. I mean, they would have been removed. So I think withdrawing was a protective measure so that no details of the leak would emerge, and that's pretty disappointing. But like I said, we've done looking, and we have a pretty good idea of what happened in this leak. That is the reason for their withdrawal today, Bonnie. And yeah, no comments. I got no comment. It's just, you never know what you're gonna get. Well, it looks like Ruckus is ending his show, and I'm sure they'll all be coming over here to invade the chat now. So be prepared. But really, guys, I guess I've said all I had to say. I mean, I'm highly disappointed, but I expected it. I expected that she would remove them. I didn't anticipate they would just go ahead and withdraw. Seeing it was inevitable, but it makes sense because here we have it looks better for them. There's no details disclosed, and they can say they took the higher road, and being obligated to withdraw. So I got nothing else to say. Um, so you guys light up the chat, hit the like button if you want. I'll hang around. I don't mind going any. I don't have to go anywhere, but I'm just done with it. Got nothing else to say. Oh, I'm sure he knew, Bonnie. Yeah, I'm sure he knew. I'm sure he knew that what was going down today. Sure he did. Oh, there they are. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Everyone else hit the like button though. Pardon me. Aaron says, Consul obviously retreated due to the games going on in the PR campaign. I will not be surprised at all when it turns out it was orchestrated to remove good lawyers. Yeah, yeah, that's what Frenchie's saying, and it's just it's a tangled web they weave. Yeah, Fur Baby Daddy, you get the message. I just got no comment. Uh, but it was much more brief than I expected. It was much more brief than I thought it would be. Oh man. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate that. We have more thumbs up than viewers, and that's awesome. That feels nice. That's like Noe getting on a channel with a very small sub count. He gets 800 or 1,000 views on a video. Noe does like 100x. Well, they've definitely already made a killing off of it. If you just think uh, in monetary terms alone, they've already made a killing. So they're not hurting. They'll go back to doing what they do for others and pulling strings behind the scenes, I'm sure. And they'll keep pulling in the cash. Carol says I rewatched Noe 100 times. Well, that's what it is, Carol. I'm going to put that on the screen for Noe, because I know he's going to want to see that. He'll appreciate it. He notices it. Yeah, it gets 100 times over. I just about get 100%. I don't get 100x, but I get 100% participation and views. But oh no, he gets 100x. It's amazing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, K West. It's a gold mine. I mean, they've raked in so much cash, and so that what does it matter to them? They'll continue to work unless they're disbarred, and then they'll still go work in a corporate world as a former attorneys. I mean, they got it made. It's no issue with them. There's no violins in my head about their well-being. Okay, I have often prayed that some legal higher authority would intervene in this case, but I realize that all of the legal LE are corrupted and compromised. FBI, U.S. Marshals, DEA, CIA, DHS. Yeah, I mean, it has that appearance, doesn't it, Frenchie? But, maybe the Space Force will get them. I rewatch yours too. Oh, thank you, Carol. Thanks a lot. No, he brings the heat. Yeah, did you see him threaten to kick my ass last night? No, he threatened to kick my ass over wifey. So, yeah, now Noe's harassing me. Imagine that. I believe he may have cursed me out in Spanish. I'm not sure about that or not. So Noe's bigger than me, so I'm gonna allow him. I'm gonna take his threat seriously, and I'm going to follow his orders. Since I tell Noe what to do most of the time, I'll let him tell me what to do this time. Yeah, good old Noe Amos. All right. Sassy, are you in here? Where's Sassy? Sassy, raise your hand if you're here. Oh, no, he needs to go on triple probation. I'll tell him that. I'll say, for threatening me, Pinche puto, you get to go on vacation, on probation vacation. And take Holly with you. Okay, I was called a conspiracy nut. Idiot by other YouTubers for my theories about Delphi, and now these same creators are exposing my theories. The ex-cops and former LER. Yes, they are. But that's the thing I always say about you, French. When you came into the channel and started participating, I realized that we're both pretty much on the same page with our theories and research. And yeah, that's why I appreciate you being here, because I think we pretty much agree on 90% of the whole deal, and that's a rare thing. There's rarely a person I agree 50% with. So, I appreciate you, Frenchie. You said it's a good choice, Miracle Hearts. Yeah, let Noe win this time. He's too busy with everyone else threatening to kick his ass. He doesn't need me threatening to kick his ass. But Sassy must have ducked out. I was going to ask Sassy how she felt about something, but I'll have to wait till she comes back. Yeah, that's why I call my Discord the, I don't know what I call it, the Prof Lunatic Fringe, I think. It's the Prof's Lunatic Fringe, also known as Discord. Yeah, the Lunatic Fringe, that's you guys. Apparently we are the lunatics, but the thing is all of our predictions keep coming true. I mean, my phone was ringing off the hook when the 136 pages came down. Because all of a sudden we're not talking about just Richard Allen, Lone Wolf, Ron Logan. No, all of a sudden we're talking about a whole group of guys, and I just sit here quietly. I don't go on and boast, but what have I said the whole time? Okay, thank you. So yeah, as us lunatics keep being proven right as things come out, we'll just sit here and wait for everyone to catch up. And if I'm wrong on things, I will be fascinated that I'm wrong and how I was wrong and what I was wrong about. So just can't wait for the details to keep rising to the surface. But I think it is uncanny that Frenchie and I understand a lot of the same things, which tells me it's just sort of a confirmation. Must be onto something here. I'll have a smoke while we wind it down. I appreciate everyone for coming in. One thing I do keep remembering is Doug Carter, after the arrest of Richard Allen press conference, while being interviewed, saying, "The FBI and all federal agencies continue to be at our disposal," or something along those lines. And I really took that as a direct message. You know, Doug does that. He fires these shots and sends the messages. He said the FBI and all federal agencies. And just give that a thought there. You know, for me that was it's odd language, it's an odd response. But just think about that response. It was only recently in the Carly Russell case where the Secret Service was called into action. The Secret Service. Imagine that. The Secret Service. So when Doug says all federal agencies, I think he's saying something there. Now, what is he saying? I don't know. But Doug does certainly say all federal agencies. I'll go ahead and wind it on down. I think everyone who's been in here, if you haven't said hello in the chat, say hello before we get out of here. I'm going to go ahead and do a shack attack. Let's call a shack attack and get on out of here. Shack attack. All right. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you, everyone. Thanks a lot. Let's pray about it. Let's talk about it, and let's hope for the best. Maybe it's all working out for the best after all.
He's wrong. I don't care what he thinks. He also thinks he's right about Delphi, and he's wrong about that.
You're a liar and a piece of shit, and I hope your ass is happy with all the trouble you've caused.